boys. No one could chill with them. Kenya and Zambia were the last to fall off.
And now it is the absolute championship game. What they're playing for, David, is that fabulous trophy, the Africa Rugby Men's Sevens Championship. They have already delivered on the berth in the World Cup.
Yes.
They've already delivered on the berth to the Commonwealth Games.
Yes.
And now it's time for them to play for their absolute pride as Zimbabwe brings in their little cheetah as their mascot. Yes. Because it's all to play for.
It is. As we say goodbye to Zambia, the Zambia team going round and saying bye to the fans. They've been a great joy to watch, and they were unlucky to lose to Kenya in that last game, and so they don't go to the World Cup.
We have the General Secretary, Dr. Kawowo. We have the President of the Committee,
as the dignitaries shake hands with the Zimbabwe team, Zambia is making their way around the park, getting all the accolades for having given a very gallant show. The center referee for today's tie is being getting all his accolades from the guests of honor. It's the turn of the Uganda national team. What nerves do you have at this moment, David?
I think first of all the adrenaline from beating Kenya, you need to make sure that that gets out of your system. You need to say, how does it become day one again? You're starting from scratch. They say they had 6 finals and this is their final. They may underestimate Zimbabwe, but as we said, Zimbabwe does have that Kiman Shangirai Katsevere, and he will hurt them if they're not careful.
As we prepare ourselves for the national anthem, we shall listen to the Zimbabwe national anthem, and then that will be followed by the Uganda national anthem. Very emotional rendition of the Zimbabwe national anthem. And now for the national anthem of Uganda.
The dignitaries bringing a 7th team of their own, led by Khalid Babu. I wonder if they could hurt anyone if they were to play, as the Ugandans are quite emotional. Philip Wokorach, I've not seen him so emotive. He's usually very calm and collected.
Let's hope that emotion turns into excellent play on the field. Our center referee for today's game is Sylvain Mane from Senegal.
And the view from up there is fantastic, as you see the Kyadondo in its entirety and a bit of Kampala. If you've never been, please make it a point to visit. Uganda uniquely ours. As we see double black with ball in hand. Will it be the real deal in this final?
Keys to victory, David, for Uganda.
I think keys to victory is composure. They need to get out of the gate quickly. The last time these two met in a final, it was a last-ditch try by Adrian Casito that saved the day. But that day Zimbabwe had really taken Uganda the cleaners. They do want to avoid that. They don't want it to be a scrap. They want to keep it as they've done the rest of the games. But this is the final.
And for Zimbabwe, I think it's a quick start, making sure they remain composed and make sure that Uganda doesn't get into their structures. First blood to Uganda in terms of mistake. Adrian Casito, the man you just spoke about, getting close to the line. Ball is available, and over we go from Ian Munyani for the first try. First blood goes to the hosts, Uganda Cranes.
Ian Munyani, probably the best player at this tournament, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. His kickoff returns have been immaculate. You don't see a lot of his work, but he's the one who retains possession for Uganda, and he was immense in the semi-final against Kenya.
Yes, and he does it like a workman. No frills, no fuss, just execution.
I think the Ugandans were listening to you. You need to have a fast start. They got a fast start. They got the crowd into the game, and it's a chance for them to consolidate their victories and get inside the Zimbabweans' head.
Philip Wokorach taking every last second to convert this. Making it look easy. Uganda 7, Zimbabwe 0. If you're Zimbabwean and you're in this crowd, it is a lonely place.
Absolutely. Uganda with the kickoff again. If they do this repeatedly, and they've done this to all the teams, the kickoff is one of their most important plays. They go deep again. Zimbabwe have reshuttled, but again, let's see how they structure and get them back up.
Yeah, Uganda's tackling has been solid. Someone must tell people not to run at Casito.
Indeed, he's
there
small.
Needs to be a signpost.
Don't pass. No way through. Casito's a small man with a big heart. As you can see, he's willing to put his body on the line. Errant pass by Zimbabwe. Gone wide. Possession has been lost, but the referee said Uganda was...
The referee seems to be having some technical
with his
problem
audio,
with his,
yes.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, if you're a referee, if you're a player, if you're a commentator, the fans are going wild.
Absolutely.
Composure, absolutely important, both on pitch and off pitch.
And it is difficult to hear ourselves speak here in the commentary booth. I can imagine down in the arena, it's a cauldron of energy. And Ugandans fans are having a lovely time here supporting their boys.
Yes, and Nile Special, the #1 supporter of Uganda Rugby, is all over. Nothing goes with rugby like a good beer. And the Uganda team giving people more reason to enjoy themselves.
Absolutely. Adrian Casito with a scrum put in for the Rugby Cranes. Bolavelo Casito. He's got his ears pinned up. Makes a darting run. Munyani with an outlet ball. Aaron Oforoy Wath taking on his man. Ball is still available. Ian Munyani going over. Putting pressure on the Zimbabweans. Kisiga deciding to go with the referee as well. However, the Zimbabweans are offside, and it's a penalty for the Rugby Cranes.
Yeah, and the Rugby Cranes looking a bit hurried. They'll do well to just keep composure, take their time, avoid the one-off runners, but they do have a penalty.
Zimbabwe needs to be careful about that. They might get into trouble with the referee by doing that a little bit, and indeed, a yellow card.
They say when it rains, it pours.
It poured a lot this morning, and right now it's raining a lot of pressure on the Zimbabweans.
Yeah, and the din in the stadium is not helping. If you are the Zimbabwe coach, you're looking for halftime. to talk to your players, but they do well. Big defensive play. Kasito apologizes to his teammates. He was slightly selfish there.
You mentioned it earlier, David. Uganda seems a little bit hurried. They would do well to just stay within their structures, and they have this game in hand. Again, they have a man advantage for the next couple of minutes. They should continue to do what they've been doing well all weekend and keep the pressure on the other team by remaining within their structures. And now they've started to set one up. Desire in the midfield. Adrian Kasito has Michael Wakarachi's captain outside. Wakarachi is sizing up his man. He takes one down, stays with the ball, releases the ball. Adrian Kasito has it on the side. However, he's dragged out, and Zimbabwe have quelled that attack. Well defended by Zimbabwe. However, Uganda has shown their intent.
Yes, pinning Zimbabwe this half, in their half, but Zimbabwe has done well to keep it just to one score. And I think that will start to plant doubt in the Uganda team if they don't score. So not a bad play by Zimbabwe, showing that they have grit and they are well within this game.
Indeed. Let's see how this line out is executed. Remember, Zimbabwe only has a couple of guys outside, and if they don't win this one, there'll be a challenge for them going forward. They have secured their line out, and they've got a chance to build from inside their own 22. Route one by the Zimbabweans. They're taking slow and patient build up. Uganda's defense is resolute. There's a gap on the side. Change of tact. Going back again to do small contact. Zimbabwe is not trying to play too expansively at this moment. However,
Yes.
they still have possession, and they're doing well to keep possession of the ball. Going long wide pass, skipping one man. Oreno Foreworth with a man. It's a foot race. Zimbabwe. Aaron manages to gather the ball. The Zimbabwean is on top of it. However, he was able to get over the ball, and Uganda is penalized for not releasing the ball. Again, they need to keep their discipline. Another yellow card for
Aaron
Foreworth.
Foreworth. Yes, for slowing down the game. Zimbabwe has done well. First of all, to get their man back. Win territory and then get Uganda down to 6 men.
Indeed.
It is a final.
It's a final, and Zimbabwe is in their first red zone position. 10 yards from the try line, getting ready to play with their strike play. 7-on-6. Uganda's first defensive assignment. Let's see how they do.
Yeah, and the Zimbabwe will do well to get the ball to Katsevere. Philip Wakorach with a man and ball tackle.
There's a man on out wide. Does Zimbabwe use it? No. He cuts in, takes on the defense. Zimbabwe still has possession. They still have a man outside. They go right. Uganda's defense, Adrian Kasito, is resolute, but a knock forward. Well played, Uganda. Solid defense by Adrian Kasito.
Yes, composure really required. I think the team did really, really well just to choose the moments for tackling, shadowing Zimbabwe one way then the other. And finally, they have possession, and they look to see how they work out the 2 minutes as one of the Zimbabweans is hurt. That is, I think, Godfrey Magaromombe. I hope I said that right.
Philip Okorach showed a lot of patience in that sequence. He had a chance to go for the ball when there was a breakdown slightly to the left. He was patient enough to let the sequence play, and the tackle by Adrian Kasito forced this error by Zimbabwe. Uganda has a put into the scrum. They've loaded the right-hand side of the field. Let's see how they get out of this situation and build to consolidate their 7-point lead.
Look out for Timothy Kisiga in this situation. Uganda down to 6. Kisiga says, let's go and play in the other half. It's easier to defend there. Kisiga is slight, but he's quite quick.
Good defense there by Timothy Kisiga. Good pressure being put. However, Uganda getting off their feet. Zimbabwe takes the ball quickly. Good sequence of play. There's a man over for Zimbabwe. If they get if the passes stick, the field is playing havoc with the ball in hand. Zimbabwe still has possession of the ball. Thaddeus Zandiwaria. The ball going out in the middle. Kasito again making enormous tackles in this game. Zimbabwe still has possession of the ball. However, Uganda's defense is disciplined and resolute. Zandiwaria slices through. Penalty to Uganda. Well defended and well played.
Adrian Casito decides to say, let's go.
Good tackle by Zimbabwe. Adrian Casito is tackled outside. And it is halftime.
Yes. Adrian had a man inside, and he seems to have hurt himself in that tackle. It is halftime. Uganda getting a very good workout.
And this is the final, David. These are the two best teams in the tournament. Uganda was showing good phases in the first part of the first half. Zimbabwe were patient in their build-up, and they managed to extend the play into the Ugandan half. They were unable to execute when they had a man advantage. They still have that man advantage, but at the beginning of the second half, that will go down. Uganda has done well to defend their line, and indeed, you said it earlier, Uganda has only conceded 3 tries in this tournament, 2 of them to Kenya just before. They hadn't conceded anything until Zambia. They have to now consider the last 7 minutes of this game. The game is very tightly poised, 7 points to 0 for Uganda. There's a chance for them to receive the kickoff. What is Tolbert Onyango advising his boys?
To go back to the systems. Trust each other. They did trust each other in defense. They're not doing it so much in attack. And say, how do we get the ball to the danger man, Philip? And he doesn't have to do it every time. Take it left and right. You will find the gaps.
Patience is the key. I think they were a bit hurried in the first half. Aaron Oforoiwo is back with a full complement of players. If they're patient with the ball in hand and stay within their structures, Uganda will be in a good position to complete this game. Zimbabwe, on the other hand, as I said, take advantage of the opportunities you get. They did not in the first half. They have 7 more minutes. When they get a chance to attack Uganda, they cannot miss those chances.
Yeah, and that man, Katsevere, is still on pitch. Watch out for him. He does step number 6. One of the other impact players, probably one of the best. Very close to Munyani in terms of his contribution to the team that is Zimbabwe and where they are, and they find themselves in the final.
Katsevere and Dandi Wandira, number 10, have been the key players for Zimbabwe. Kickoff by Chiwanza. Say that again.
Kudakwashe. I wonder if it's a good thing.
It's a very good thing. Oh, excellently received by Uganda. Kickoffs again. A key play for the Rugby Cranes. Well received by Munyani. Excellent decision not to try that pass. Taking it back to the short side. Desire Era. Excellent run. He beats his man. He has 1 man to beat. Lets the ball inside to his captain, Michael Wokorach, sauntering to the center post for Uganda's second try. Excellent start to the second half.
Yeah, the forward saying, you backs don't know how to do this thing. Let us show you. We are taking it to work.
Fantastic. Ian Munyani making the right decision. In the middle of the field, he was considering a speculative long pass. Brought the ball back to the forwards. Desire Era with a very exciting run, beating 3 defenders. Able to release the ball to his captain inside, Michael Wokorach, scoring his umpteenth try in this tournament.
Yeah, very Desire showing composure and maturity beyond his years. Knowing that the tackle was coming, he positioned himself in a way that he could pass the ball. And Michael, like any good player, running a very good support line, and he gets himself another try.
Zimbabwe make a substitution. Number 12, Munesu Muneta comes on, and Oforoiwo changes tact and finds the space, and the ball bounces inside the Zimbabwe 22 for a line out, and Uganda is just consolidating the position of the field and keeping the pressure on the Cheetahs.
Yeah, Zimbabwe can't catch a break in this game.
How ironic, a cheetah can't catch a crane.
The crane is flying, my friend. Not playing any ground sports.
Line out by Zimbabwe. Well challenged by Uganda, but Zimbabwe have consolidated that. Aaron Oforoiwo breaking the line. Good tackle there. Ian Munyani gets a break, unfortunately. The referee calls them back for the first knock-on by Zimbabwe. Uganda seems to have knocked on according to the referee, but that was a try for who is turning out to be the man of the moment. Ian Munyani.
Man of the tournament for me. Very workmanlike.
Indeed.
He is like, I don't know, a nice bucky.
He's the vice captain of Uganda, so he's the leader of this team. He led them to the Safari Sevens this year, and he's showing his maturity.
He is having one of the best tournaments of his life.
Mistake there by Michael Wokorach, not engaging effectively in the scrum. Zimbabwe not wasting any time. Breakdown in the middle of the field. They have a two-man overlap.
That's the man, they want the ball in his hands.
And he does indeed break the defensive line, but cannot maintain hold of the ball. Munyani with the ball. He considers kicking into space. Is this got speed? Adrian Casito is there, long busting run.
Tandi
Wandira gets the ball. Casito and Munyani are on him. And that is indeed a ball. Michael Wokorach, is he going to make it? Excellent tackle by Zimbabwe. Timothy Kisiga goes for the try. Wonderful play. What an offload. Uganda Cranes with the third try by Timothy Kisiga. An all-out defensive effort.
Yeah.
Fantastic tackle in the midfield there. Forced the turnover from Zimbabwe. Ian Munyani with a foresight to kick into space. The chase by Adrian Casito and Ian Munyani put pressure on Zimbabwe. The ball was turned over. Michael Wokorach receives the ball and had the wherewithal to look for his man, and an over-the-head pass to Timothy Kisiga, who does down in the middle.
You'd think you're watching Fiji if you didn't know better, but that offload was typical Fijian. Uganda pulling out all the stops, and Ian Munyani has done his day's work.
Fantastic work. Scores 21 to Uganda, 0 to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Katsevere can't believe what's going on. He has been stabbed of ball. Casito, another one whose work rate has been rewarded by the coach, and he gets a break. Norbert Okenyi with his first tackle. Referee says he didn't roll, so Kelvin Balagade, who had rights to the ball, is asked to go back 10 meters. What does Zimbabwe do? They brought on their sub, number 1, Jeremiah Jaravaza.
JJ.
Yeah, or let's call him JV. Again, the double black on ice.
Michael Wokorach
trying to put salt in the wounds of Zimbabwe.
Bala boy, big Bala. Ball available. Isaac Massa.
Norbert Okenyi.
Noko Okenyi.
Yes.
Unfortunately for Uganda. That's one of their first errors of the day. Again, 21 points to the good. They have brought on their substitutes. They have brought on the rest of the team to show them what victory feels like. The second squad is on. They've consolidated their position and their lead. Let's see whether they can hold on to this. Sevens, however, is an interesting game.
Yeah.
If Zimbabwe is able to score here, they'll put pressure on Uganda and see whether they react well.
Indeed, excellent play from.
It was.
At least I thought it was.
No, he went offside when
double black said. Referee says he was offside.
Yes.
And he's lucky not to get another card. Zimbabwe going for the line out. Uganda still keeping a clean sheet, and the halftime talk, I think, has built the trust we're talking about in the system, especially on attack.
Absolutely. And then on defense, they've scored a try on a defensive play, so this is fantastic. Let's see how they defend here. It's at the 22. Zimbabwe has executed their lineouts well, so Uganda needs to maintain their defensive structure and make sure that they are able to quell the Zimbabwe attack. And indeed, they're able to turn the ball over at the lineout. Let's see what they can conjure up in the midfield. Philip Wokorach, 1 man down, 2 men down. Unfortunately, he's not able to go to the second man, and the knock-on by JJ. Jeremiah Jaravaza gives Uganda a little bit of a break, because if he had picked that ball up, he had nobody in front of him and just real estate. So Uganda has a chance to restart inside their half. However, well defended in that lineout.
Yeah, Shangirai Katsevere tackling Philip Wokorach, otherwise it was curtains. Michael Wokorach, the captain, coming off, and he knows it is curtains. He's already celebrating. The Uganda scrum working. Timothy Kisiga to Norbert Okenyi. He spots a gap. Kisiga with glue hands. And Uganda retain possession. Philip Wokorach at scrum half finds Big Bala. Big Bala finds Isaac Massa. Does well to stay on his feet. Steps. And he's moving. Claude Otema does well. And it is double black. Decides to go round. This is too painful. Zimbabwe with on their haunches, wondering where has their God left them.
It's the Rugby Cranes. It's a Cranes day.
Soaring high above the ground.
Absolutely. Uganda Cranes with their 4th try against center post try.
And it's over.
The party begins at the Kyadondo Rugby Grounds. We have and the new African champions, Uganda Rugby Cranes.
It is madness here at Kyadondo as the players go amok. Captain Wokorach said they had 6 finals. They have executed those like clockwork. And in the final, shutting out Zimbabwe. It's unbelievable. It's the only game that Zimbabwe has not scored a try.
Absolutely. Well defended by Uganda, keeping it within their structures. African champions now for the 3rd time. World Cup bound, Commonwealth bound. The structures are the ones that got them all the way through 6 finals. Excellent execution. It was impossible for any team to break the defense. Kenya scored 2 tries. Zambia scored 1. Everybody else was left with a goose egg.
Indeed. But overall, what a tournament as we look at the referees who have also done a fantastic job of keeping this going.
Fantastic officiating. Excellent play. The flow was going all the way through. No ill discipline in the games at all. We've also got fantastic medical support. All the players are well taken care of. Absolutely fantastically organized tournament here in Kampala, Uganda.
The rains did threaten to spoil it this morning, but the organizing committee came good.
Absolutely. Nothing can stop reggae, and nobody could stop the Rugby Cranes in this weekend at this Africa Cup.